Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here, and we are going to take a quick look at the leaders and units of the Last Roman. This is a DLC for Total War Attila, and it's called The Last Roman in honor of Belisarius. He was an Eastern Roman commander, and he's called the Last Roman because he was the last individual to basically embody, the greatest virtues and traits of a Roman commander. So let's go look at the leaders first and their factions. So we have the Roman expedition. This is basically the Eastern Romans, but they are called the Roman expedition. It's led by Flavius Belisarius, one of my favorite military commanders of all time. And look at his appearance. It's a very, very sweet interpretation of the way he might have looked. And I like the trousers. I like the longer sword. It's got elements of, of the late antiquity and that barbaric influence that crept into an otherwise very civilized gear on Belisarius. I very much approve of this look that he has here. Next, let's look at the Vandalic Kingdom here, led by Gelimer. You can see him sitting on his throne like a freaking badass. And look at that stare on his face. He has seen it all, and you don't want to look at him the wrong way. He will have you murdered immediately. Next, we have the Ostrogothic Kingdom, led by Theodahad. He has a pretty gentle look about him. He's got that small shield. I do approve of it. Then we have the Frankish Kingdom, led by Theuderic. And what I like about this guy's appearance is all this gold on him. Like, look at the mail armor that he has over his chest. He even has like a golden helmet. And look at that crown decked out in jewels. Like, it just speaks royalty right there. And I very much approve this one as well. Finally, let's go look at the Visigothic Kingdom of Theudas. And look at him gripping his blade. He is not really afraid of anything. Definitely not afraid of pain. Now let's go look at some of the factions and their units that are available in custom battle here. So right away, you're going to see that there is an Ostrogothic faction and an Ostrogothic Kingdom faction. And there are some differences. Let's go look at the Ostrogothic Kingdom first and some of their units. So general abilities, we have Warcry 3, Fear 3, Fast Charge 3, Brace 3, and Rally. So the Ostrogothic Kingdom General is a Comes. Let's go turn on the unit info. We have Spear Infantry, Spear Veterans, Domestici, Spear Milites Comitatenses, Spear Milites. Under Pike Infantry, we have Elite Ostrogothic Pikes, Gothic Pikemen. Under Melee Infantry, we have Veterans. Oh, they look pretty cool. Milites Comitatenses, then we got Milites. Under Axe Infantry, we have the Uvinas. Not sure how you pronounce that. And then we have Bow Infantry. You got your Elite Sagittarii. You've got your Sagittarii. Then under Crossbow Infantry, we have Ballastarii. Under Skirmishers, we have Noble Javelin Men. Under Melee Cav, we have the Scalae, the Noble Horsemen, and Gothic Horses. Then we have Shock Cavalry, your Noble Gothic Lancers, and your Gothic Lancers. Under Artillery, we have Large Onagers and Onagers. And finally, we have your Scorpions. This is a Cairo Ballastra. So let's go look at not the Eastern Romans, but the Roman Expedition. This is the faction of Belisarius. So his general abilities of this faction, we have Warcry 3, Fear 3, Fast Charge 3, Brace 3, and Rally. So your general is a Bucularii Guard Cavalry. That is a medium melee cav unit. Under Spear Infantry, we have your Scutitoi Spears, and we have your Limitani. Under Melee Infantry, we have your Antisignani, your Scutitoi, Preventores, Exploitores, and your Federati. Then we have your Axe Infantry. Oh, sweet. Look at these guys. Your Bucularii Guard Axemen, and your Scutitoi Axes. Then we have your Bow Infantry. These are the Armored Sagittarii and your Sagittarii. Then we have your Crossbow Infantry. We have your Elite Ballastarii and Ballastarii. Slingers, we got your Funitores. You've seen them before. Skirmishers are your Levi Armatorii. Then your Melee Cav, you have your Tagmati Cav, Equite Promoti, Federati Cav, and Scod Aquites. Shock Cavalry, Clibanarii, Bucularii, and Cataphracti. Then you get your Bow Cavalry, Federati Horsemen. I'm assuming they represent your Huns. Then you have your Hippotoxitai, Skirmish Cav, Imperial Dromedarii, Artillery, Large Onagers, and your Scorpions. You have your Caliballistra. Now, I heard the Vandals have some units here. Vandal warlord, Germanic nobles, Germanic spearmasters, Germanic spears, Germanic levy, Germanic pikes, noble Swaby swords, Vandal berserkers, noble Germanic swords. So you got Germanic warbands, Germanic bands, elite Germanic archers, Germanic hunters, Germanic bows, Germanic crossbow, Germanic hurlers, Germanic brigands, chosen Vandal raiders, noble Germanic horses, noble Alani cav, Vandal raiders, Typhali cav, Alani horsemen, Germanic mounted warbands, Royal Swaby cav, Light Moorish cav. Oh, awesome! Light Moorish cav. Because you guys know that these guys did settle in Africa, Northern Africa. Germanic lancers, Germanic knight raiders, Germanic mounted brigands. You got your warhounds. These are Alani spearmen, Sarmatian spears. You got your artillery, large onagers, and onagers. So, I just kind of read through all those, and yeah, I just want to do a very quick look at the leaders and units and factions that were added to this Last Roman DLC. And I think it's about time that this came out. I think it's a very promising aspect of this time period. And again, this is one of my favorite military commanders of all time, Belisarius. Very much noted for his skills when he fought defensively in his battles. He was a very defensive commander. He would, on rare occasions, go on the, have a more reckless battle plan. It kind of failed sometimes, but overall, very, very significant commander, very skilled commander, fought a variety of opponents. He went into Africa, he fought the Sassanids, he went into Italy, and he fought all kinds of different peoples. So it just shows, the amount of skill needed to triumph in battle. He wasn't always triumphant, but very, very skilled commander, and very interesting military background to read about. And that's it. I'll see you guys later.